Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video we have the monster Maximus Astrum, which is the newest ancestral monster, and he's got a pretty cool design. I'm gonna go ahead and do a full review from level 1 to 150 rank 5, showing you guys the best skill setup, the best stream setup, and everything you need to know about this monster. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, it's gonna get started. Alright guys, so this is the monster right here, Maximus, and it is part of the mechanical book and wing book for Team Wars. It does say he's actually an attacker, so it's a light and dark attacker with cold blood and double damage with virtues and area dodge trait. It is double sword as well, pretty interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and of course use him and hatch him up in a second. Before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Social Point guys. They are sponsoring this video, of course, providing all the resources, food, gems, the monster cells, and everything that I'll be using will be basically provided by them. So I want to give them a huge shout out and thank you. Also guys, you will see a QR code on the screen, so you can go ahead and scan that to get into the game and get yourself this monster, of course, from the Conjuring event, or you can click the link in the description down below, the first link that's in the description. You can go ahead and click that for easier access into the game. But anyways guys, so we have the monster here, 45 gems. Let's do this, and we get when we slot open. All right, it's whatever. Let's go ahead and spend that 5 vault key. Oh wow, look at him, yo. All right, what is he gonna do for his that's his awakening or ultimate? Okay, that's kind of cool. I actually gonna like that. So yeah, it is the most recent ancestral monster, and I haven't really seen too much about him. So let's take a look. We have area dodge. Oh, and it's a trait. Cool. Bulwark. All right, so you're gonna have Bulwark. You guys know this is one of the best traits to have in the game, no matter who it is, really. 25% damage boost as well, so he gets that status caster 25% damage boost. Immunity to torture status caster. I think that, wait, is this only to himself? Even if it is, I mean, I like that for attacker, especially like Kirk Moonwalker really needs it. I don't know why they never give him one. But also anticipation. Oh my gosh, yo. The traits are too good, man. The traits are way too good on this monster. I would really like to see him in battle. So in terms of the elements, we have light and dark, same as Avarice. So I wonder if players are going to start using this monster over Avarice. I don't think so, because Avarice, I mean, I don't think like no attacker or like monster could really replace Avarice for a very long time, because with him, he's not just an attacker or denier with his fear abilities, but that monster can also resurrect, has an ascent, things like that, you know what I mean? Like, look at Ural, still being used up until this day in the current meta. So yeah, nothing has really changed with that monster, and you know, he's still going to be used for quite a while. Now you're going to unlock a massive, we're talking massive dark damage on like literally the first rank up, you know what I mean? Get it to like level 7 and you're gonna have it. Now you also have a 25% damage boost with the double damage as well, but let's go ahead and feed him up though. Now before we actually get him to, I think it's what, 110 or whatever, there are going to be some skills right here. Take a look at these skills. These are going to be unlocked, and these are most likely going to be your best ones. So we're going to get into that. Let's go ahead and rank this monster up. So again, this is going to be available in the Conjuring event. If you guys are planning on obtaining him, I would say try to get him to rank 5, although he is going to be usable even rank 0 because you have dodge area. But every little trait matters with this monster, especially that rank 5 with the anticipation. Man, this monster is going to be really good. But anyways, let's go ahead and rank it up again. We get it to 130, and I'm just going to go ahead and break it out and rank it up one more time. That's going to be rank 4, and that's a status caster immunity to torture. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we get him to rank 5, and there goes the anticipation. So again, you don't want to miss out on that anticipation because it's a really good trait. It's a pretty neat trait, and you guys know anticipation is really good. It doesn't matter who it is, like which monster, that thing is always good. I mean, in terms of traits, I mean, take a look at that trait, or sorry, not trait, stats. You get about 60,320, 1.765 million life, basically rounded up to 66, and then 29,968 speed, which is really good. So pretty high in the current meta. Of course, I think it is the highest because of course it is the newest ancestral. But let's go ahead and take a look at the skills now. So you do have a remove damage buff from all enemies and deals low damage perfect removed. So if the enemy has any kind of damage buff, For example, JJ can have like damage boost, such as, you know, whatever kind of damage boost he has on him. He can basically remove those from the monster. Now, that part, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't affect JJ too much. Yeah, it does a little bit, but not too much, because JJ can still, you know, his, like JJ's plan is to basically get his awakening and try to, you know, gain control over the battle. He doesn't really care much about the damage yet until he gains control over the battle. You know what I mean? And I would say Black Hole can kind of help against that, but JJ can still have a way, find a way around it to still win. You do have a dark damage to all enemies, which requires cooldown. Of course, it's an AoE dark damage. I'm gonna keep it right there. See what else we have here besides, of course, that first skill. A big deal. Okay, he's a big deal. What do we have? Gains torture immunity and 25% damage boost with a double damage. I like that. So in case of his torture immunity does go away, he can actually gain that back, which is kind of cool. So I like that. He's kind of like, he doesn't have to rely on like your support monsters. You know what I mean? The mission continues. Removes evasion from one enemy. Deals moderate light damage to one enemy. Gives him. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. I like that. Finally, we get an extra turn skill. So this extra turn skill just removes evasion, deals a damage, and it's moderate light damage. So if there's a dark monster, well, that's some good damage right there, or decent damage. And then last but not least, we do have this 20% damage boost with a double damage. Let me see if I have to remove this or not. We have a moderate light damage. So you can swap it out with a moderate light damage if you want, or you could do a heavy dark damage, and that gains a 25% damage boost. Yeah, or insane light damage. I like that too. Let me see. You have a moderate one, and then you have a dark AoE. So this last one, man, we have a massive one, which is 0 cooldown. That's not bad at all. I do want to carry this, the Galactic Charisma. If you're going to go up against Primarion, you know what I mean? If you get hit with CDA or any other monster with CDA, that can help you out. So we have two dark abilities. With this one here, I'm actually debating to carry like Big Deal or not, because more than likely I'm going to be pairing it up with a monster that can help me out with that. Oh, this one's not bad either. Insane light damage. Requires cooldown. There's literally 1 cooldown and 0 stamina cost, so he does not rely on stamina at all. But I mean, sometimes it's good to stay safe a little bit, right? So I might carry this just for now. This one, I'm not really a huge fan of it. Some of you guys might run it eventually when you do obtain the monster, but in my opinion, I think these are the 4 bad skills, or at least in my opinion, that's what I'm going with. Of course, there are many other great skills that you can choose from here, but these are the 4 I'm going to go with personally. And in terms of, so we already went over the traits, the, you know, stats and everything, skills. Let's go over the awakening. I know a lot of you guys actually want to see this. So ancestral must be awakened to activate the virtues and use their special skills. Awakening conditions is any ally or enemy starts a turn 10 times. What? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Now, is this 10 times in a row, or are we talking like 10 times? You know what I mean? Like, let's say we run this monster with not Voltaic, because Voltaic is an infinite extra turner, but let's say JJ, for example, which JJ can do what, 2 extra turns every time. So 2 turns, and then let's say he attacks later on, he does another 2 turns. Is that going to be +4 altogether, or would that not count? We're going to figure that out in a second. I do like his virtues. He has cold blood with double damage. I do like that. And then his special skill, Max Star, it removes positive stat skills from everybody and deals very heavy dark damage. And it's a bit bland, but here's the thing. We can maybe make it useful, actually. It's not entirely bad, but it's good, okay? But it's just like, what's kind of like worrying me is this part. I mean, who can you really pair up with this monster? Maybe Shadow Yuna or like Heat Spike, for example, but Heat Spike is an attacker. I don't know if you want to do 2 attackers. But any kind of maybe supporter possibly, that could maybe help out a little bit. But any extra turner would really awaken his awakening a little bit faster, I would say. But in terms of rings, guys, here's what I would actually give to this monster. I'm going to do 1 strength and possibly 2 speed. Something like this. So this is what I would recommend, like 2 speed and 1 strength. This would work. Or you could do like a 2 strength and 1 speed, because he's an attacker, you know what I mean? You can kind of take advantage of those damaging skills. I don't think you could really run him anything other than attacker. Another thing I wanted to kind of mention is that he doesn't have any torture like abilities at all. Like, none of his skills actually apply torture, which is kind of worrying me. So he mainly just relies on raw damage output. But I mean, you do have that massive damage skill. You have a dark AoE that is like heavy, another heavy dark damage, insane light damage. So I mean, those are available there, you know what I mean? Now when it comes down to the relics here, I would highly guys, highly recommend the Star Sealer sword. If you have this, I would highly recommend giving it to him. Just one, at least one, give it. And then the second one, you do have a lot of options. If you have Star Sailors on one, you could do maybe like Electric Patrol just for like the days and some extra light damage. You could do Obscure Sword if you want. There's many other ones, like maybe you could do Blaze Beam Sword to boost up his strength a little bit. There's Duke's sword, Wingsu Sword, Elvira's sword. I think I might just do like a Electric Patrol on the side. Now this monster, I really want to use her. She is rank 1. Let's see if we have enough resources. Oh heck yeah, let's go. Yo, book rewards for the win. Come on, that's awesome. We can actually go ahead and use the resource to rank this monster up. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually get her maxed out real quick. So I'll be right back. Now we don't have to entirely get this monster maxed out. I think I'm just gonna get it to rank 4 and save my remaining resources just in case I need to rank up any other monster later on down the line. So we're just gonna go ahead and feed her up to, you know, 140 for now. Now, oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I really hope I have this talent. Did I ask for this before? I really hope I did. No, I didn't. Wait, I think I can still make it work though. So the one I'm talking about is Adam's Cross. This is a really good talent. I'd highly recommend giving it if you're going to use this monster alongside that attacker. Also, another thing I need is a Tetsuman's Mask. Is this not craftable? Wait, it has to be craftable, right? Yeah, heck yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go down here. And wow, I have a lot of golds. I'm not complaining because I could definitely use those to rank this one up. Wow, that's a lot of gold. Oh my gosh. Yo, and the list just keeps going and going and going. Oh my gosh. Okay, when is this actually going to stop? Because this is actually finally. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and use, of course, these diamonds because we don't need these diamonds and I'm going to need to craft this thing. Finally, guys, we have enough to actually craft this thing. And there it is. This mask, you're going to need it. I'm just going to go ahead and autofill this. And I wish there was like, if you hold autofill, there should be an option where it just like, it just goes super fast. You know what I mean? And it just uses all your relics or whatever to like max it out. They should definitely add that as an option. Kind of like holding down to feed the monster. But anyways, you want to get this to at least like 30, 35, or 40, or even 45 if you can. But anyways, so we have this at 45 now. Now that we have this monster finally ready, here's the setup, guys. I would probably actually swap out the speed with like a team speed, if anything. Well, at least in this case, because my Premier is actually 110. So I'm not sure how this is going to handle it. 33 versus how much? 36. Okay, so Premier is going to first take the first turn. But you want to make your Premier as fast as possible. And what's nice now is that we have some extra turners, you know what I mean? So Premier on turn transfers over to Shadow Yana. Shadow Yana is just going to keep on cycling, get his Awakening, you know what I mean? The path's going to be open. And the thing with his Awakening, again, I really wish it had some kind of like denial. That way it would have actually made a little bit more sense. But it's fine. We're still going to go ahead and, of course, take advantage of his, you know, Awakening and all of his damaging skills, and we're gonna see what we can actually do with it. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's test out this Ancestral in battle. So let's just say we get the turn here and we just attack, and just a normal attack. Wait, what? Wait a second. It's already 2 out of 10. Anyone gets a turn. Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. Well, that's not as hard then. So even the enemy, yeah. So the enemy, even if they get a turn, it counts. I was actually thinking of it a little bit differently. But anyways, this is what you want to do. You want to turn transfer over. So that's another +1 right there. And what you want to do is once Shadow Yana gets a turn, again with the what is that one talent that I was mentioning earlier, Adam's Cross, that would work a lot better, I would say, just if you do have it. But I would say, you know, a monster like this or any other monster with extra turns could really help you awaken a lot faster here. So we're just going to do another trade disable. I should have done it to one of the other guys there, but it's okay. Then we can do a turn transfer to ourselves because we still want to continue to cycle those turns to help him awaken faster. So he's already at 8 out of 10 right there. So we're going to do a PER here, and looks like he should be at 9 out of 10. And then we're going to trade disable, and that's perfect timing because right as you open up the path fully, there you go, guys. He gets his awakening. Now, here's what you want to do. You can either turn transfer over to, let's say, Primerion to just deny them if you want, or give him another turn. I'm just going to do Primerion just because here's what I want to do with Primerion. I just want to go ahead and basically time stop everybody because, you know, why not? We time stop everybody. We kind of gain control. And now, look at this. Look at that damage we're dealing. Man, that is actually some insane damage. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's just use our awakening straight away. Or another thing you could have done was just like, oh my gosh, okay, was that skill mirror? Did skill mirror just happen to me? Yeah, it did. Oh wow, it was like enemy literally had the same exact monster. The enemy had Maximus on his side and was doing the same exact thing to me. That was kind of scary. Okay, but anyways, so that monster is dead. Finally, we get the Archery talent kicking in, whatever. That's just a filler, by the way, the Archery talent. But anyways, looks like we already have a 3 out of 10 and we haven't even got a turn. We got a 4 out of 10 and we haven't gotten a turn yet. So his awakening, you might think that it's actually a little bit difficult to awaken. It's really not if you really think about it, you know what I mean? Not as hard as you think. Now, even this would actually help out, but I'm not going to do it because that's going to trigger the bleeding. And my monster already died. I don't want him to die again. I'm going to turn transfer over to Shadowina. So that's a +1 right there. Shadowina is going to die, but it's okay because Shadow is going to come back to battle here. And here we're just going to go ahead and continue doing our extra turns. And oh, okay. Well, that just ruined the whole thing for me. It's all right. 7 out of 10. Okay, so here we could do that AoE skill, massive, or we could actually do this one. Remember, this is another +1 right here, so that's gonna get me to 8 out of 10 if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And we can do the torture damage boost and all the other stuff, or yeah, actually let's just eliminate him. I mean, he was gonna die to those tortures anyways, but I just wanted to do it just for fun. So there goes another +1, and I could sacrifice him technically. We don't have to. Let's just do this. So time stop with nanovirus. I wonder if that's actually going to eliminate him there. But we got our awakening again, ladies and gentlemen. So now Everest is going to get the turn. What he could do, the best thing to do would be like maybe, you know, attack one of the monsters and, you know, just gain evasion for himself. So against evasion, unfortunately, you won't be able to do much. You know, you could actually do something like this where you remove Father's Hashtag, but that monster has dodge area. So you can't really do anything. Actually, yes, you can. Oh my gosh, yes, you can. He has this ability right here. The mission continues. Come on. Yo, he has the solution to almost anything. Come on, that's awesome. But man, this monster is actually kind of interesting for sure. There's gonna be a lot of like unique plays. I just can't wait once this monster is fully out and everybody has their hands on it and they have like this monster, you know, just in general or even like maxed out. You're gonna start seeing some unique plays, of course. But yeah, I can't wait for you guys to actually test this monster out, just as I am. So it's a cool monster, I've got to say. What do you guys think though? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Again, you can go ahead and either hit the link in the description down below or scan the QR codes to, you know, go into the game and obtain a sponsor to the Conjuring event. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. This is the next one. Peace out.